Hey everybody, welcome back. As you can tell, got a little sun yesterday when I went out fishing. Did catch a few fish, still got to edit that video. But today's Wednesday, so you know what that means. If we're not catching, we're cooking. So I did get a request to cook baby back ribs. I'm not going to cook these competition style. I'm going to just cook them like I make for my boys. And that's exactly who they're for anyway. So I'm going to show y'all my process on how I do it. We're about to get started. All right, so here we got both sets of baby backs that I'm going to cook today. I've already took the membrane off the back of this one. This is the membrane right here, and we're going to remove it off that one. I'm going to show you how I do it. I usually just take a butter knife, kind of just slide it up underneath it a little bit and work it. And a lot of times you can just grab it right in the middle, just like that. Pull it right on off, just like that. So that's how I remove the membrane. You always want to remove it, because that little thin layer of skin is really tough, especially doesn't really render down in the cook. And also, you can't get any seasoning on the backside of your ribs. So that's how you remove the membrane. I've seen people do it different ways. They always start at the ends, whatever. I find it easy to start there. And also it helps if the ribs are really cold. So we're gonna move on to step. All right, step 2. Membrane off, mustard as a binder. Rub it in, work it in really good. No, you can use anything for a binder. I've seen people use water, oil, and WS sauce. I've said that before in another video. Anyway, you just want to kind of rub, make sure you get the sides. You've got to get seasoned on the sides, just like that. And then next we'll be doing the seasoning. All right, so the membrane's off on both back sides. I already seasoned the back side, so we can skip that. For seasoning today, we're going to use, big surprise, Heath Riles garlic jalapeno rub. Absolutely love the stuff that Heath Riles puts out, man. Really puts out a good product. This goes good with everything. And you want to be kind of heavy-handed with it. Don't be shy. It's pork. It's not going to hurt you to go heavy-handed. There you go, just like so. Then, also Heath Riles. This is the competition barbecue rub. Again, I said that I'm not cooking in competition style. This is just a rub. You can use any rub you like. This is my preference. It's really good, man. I'm telling you. Coat these really well. Just like that. We're going to coat them. I've already got the sides, but I'm going to go ahead and get this one again. I've got the sides, I want to flip them over, so we ain't got to worry about those. And that's it for that. Now, we're going to let those rest a little bit. Going to let the meat sweat. And I'll show you what that looks like. Before I do that, let me address another little thing that came up. Somebody asked me about my bottles. Listen, after I use these bottles, and I'm done seasoning the meat, I wash these bottles. I use bleach on a napkin. Wipe them down real good, rinse them off really good, put them up back in the cabinet. So don't worry about that. Secondly, I cook with my hands only for my family only. When I cook for a party at work or something like that, I always use gloves. Parties here also, always use gloves. So in case anybody was ever wondering, that's how it works. I'm about to let these sweat for a little bit, and I'll show you what they look like when they're sweating. All right, so as you can see, we let it sweat a little bit. You can see where it's getting darker here and getting darker there. So what I like to do whenever that happens, after a sweat, we're going to add just a little bit more seasoning. Coat it one more time. And it's going to sweat through again, so just coat it back up, get it all layered back up. We're going to go ahead and turn the smoker on, get it going, and then we'll be ready. All right, guys, ready to go on. Got that Char Griller 980. Rolling that smoke at about 265. You can cook them higher. I've seen people do it at 300. If you want a little bit shorter cook, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing right now. I had to set the camera down. I'm gonna just throw them on there, just like that. And also, whenever you cook them, however you position them on there is how they're gonna cook. So if you don't straighten it up, then you're gonna be in a world of hurt as far as them looking kind of cattywampus and crooked. Anyway, so there they are, going on 265. I'm using hickory oak, and we're gonna let them roll for about 2.5 to 3 hours. All right, we're at the 2.5 hour mark. We're gonna check it. Oh yeah, man, we're charring up really good. Yeah, it's starting to look really nice. I think it's time to wrap them. So I'll go ahead and get them wrapped, and then I'll show what we're gonna do next. Okay, so we just pulled the ribs off the smoke. The bark set up very nicely. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna do what they call a butter bath. It's optional, you don't have to do it. It's something they use a lot of times in like competition style ribs. So what you want to do is, we got our butter here. This is Irish Gold butter. I'm gonna pour a little bit on the pan. Right, a little bit more than that. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take one rack, flip it over just like that. But we're not done yet. We're gonna go ahead and pour just a little bit more. Well, that was a lot of bit. That was not a little bit. That was a lot of bit. And wrap them up just like that. So they were on the smoke for about 2.5 hours. Now, with that done, I'm gonna get the other ones a butter bath too. Good. The butter's starting to sit up really quick, so you start to see the ribs are starting to peek through a little bit. They're not quite ready yet. Go ahead and use the rest of that. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. Wrap them up. Wrap them up here. Alright, so these are ready to go back on the smoke. Probably another hour, maybe hour and a half. What I forgot to show you guys is I'm making the boys some Carolina Reaper mac and cheese. I'm about to throw this on the smoke too. That bacon, I did cook it fresh, chopped it up. That's not bacon you just buy. Anyway, about to throw all this back on the smoke here. Okay, everybody, this is where we're at. I went ahead and unwrapped them. I basted them with barbecue sauce of my choice. I prefer Bullseye. I'm not a big Sweet Baby Ray's fan, or I don't really care for the sweeter sauces. I found Bullseye and even the Jack Daniel's sauces they're like a little less sweet to me. I'm a savory person, not a sweet person. If you like the sweet sauces, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just my preference. So you're going to see this in real time as I'm doing it, as I see it. So here we go. And I think everything's setting up nicely. Oh yeah, they're ready, guys. And that is the mac and cheese. Carolina Reaper mac and cheese that I made for the fellas. Anyway, I'm about to pull these off here. We're going to get them in. Can't wait. Alright guys, they're all done. So we'll go ahead and move them over. They're still very hot. Probably should have used something to do it with. Anyway, it's a lot easier if you flip these over and cut them. And they're hot. Anyway, this goes back to what I was showing you earlier when I put them on the smoker. Make sure that however you're gonna put them on the smoker before you cook them, compress them together. That's what keeps your ribs in the line. And it'll also let you know where you can cut them. So, just like that. And you just cut them just like that. And I'll just show you just for the camera's sake, flip them over. They're really delicious. Alright, there you go. So, anyway, that's them right there. Ain't nothing left to do. Take a bite, you know that. Yeah. So good. Like I said before, If we're not catching, we're cooking. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know how you cook yours.